Yo lads, and what's going on? As you can see, we are going to start an Everton career mode. Let's move on to the office and see what Everton want out of me. In this series, each episode is going to be a month. So for example, January will be one episode, February be the next episode, and hopefully I'll bring these out every second or third day. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you want me to change teams, or if you want me to sign certain players, leave that down in the comments and we'll move on and see what Everton want. So they want us to reach the semi-final in the domestic cup. They want us to look for a goalkeeper, and the league objections will be to qualify for the Champions Cup. So looking for a goalkeeper here. So let's move in and buy some players and sell some players and sort out the starting 11 now. So lads, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I've put Gibson, Osman and Coney up for sale, as they're not in the starting 11 or substitutes, and I'm going to bring in people to cover for them. So let's get in and see can I sign anybody in the transfer window. So lads, as Everton asked to bring in a goalkeeper, so Brent Leno is going to be my first target, and I'm going to offer 10 million, and let's see if they accept that or if they make another offer. Right, as you can see there, just 3 days later they give me a reply saying, "We reviewed your offer you've made for Leno and we can't accept these terms because the player is too valuable. So let's try sign somebody else." So lads, the scout has recommended that I sign this fella. So I'm going to offer 7.5 million and see if we can sign ourselves a new goalkeeper. Hopefully they'll accept the bid straight away and make it a little bit easier. So lads, the first transfer offer for an Everton player has come in, and it's from Roma for Romelu Lukaku, and they are offering 26.5 million euros, and I'm gonna reject all offers and disallow future offers because he's gonna be the key man to success in this team. So let's move on and see what's next. So lads, they rejected the first offer of 7.5 million, so I'm gonna now put it up to 13.5 million. Tim Howard is going to be the man to depart the club, as he is 36 years of age and he's only going to start getting lower in rating. So let's see, will they accept the new offer and see what happens with the goalkeeper situation at Everton. Another offer has come in, this time for Darren Gibson, and it's Man United looking to buy him for 4.6 million. We're going to counter offer and we're going to ask for 7.5 million and see will they ask the price. Just 2 days later and they've already come back to me and they're going to up the bid to 6 million, and I'm happy to accept that, so we'll go ahead and accept it there. So that's Darren Gibson gone out of the club. So let's see who we bring in. So lads, Real Sociedad have accepted my offer with Tim Howard and 13.5 million euros for the Rulli. So now we're just going to go and offer him a contract. We're going to leave him at 80,000 euro a week. We're going to give him 10% for a clean sheet. We're going to give him 4 years, and he's going to be our first choice goalkeeper. So hopefully he accepts these terms and we sign a goalkeeper and resolve the goalkeeping problem. So we have 3 males to look at. The first one, Darren Gibson, has been sold to Man United and the board have allocated me 5 million. That's that one done. The goalkeeper has accepted the contract offer, so I'll accept him into the club now and just confirm that. And we have received an offer here for Aruna County for 4.4 million from Granada. I'm going to ask for 6.5 million and see will they meet the asking price. So let's just go in here now and put my new signing in there. As you can see, there he is there and there. 82 diving, 77 handling, 70 kicking, 83 reflexes and 78 positioning. 69 overall rated, which is a good sign. That is how the team looks as well. And let's move on to the next highlights. Granada have come back and have offered 6 million now for Aruna County. That's a fair asking price, so I'm going to accept that and we'll see Aruna County gone to Granada. So lads, for these friendly pre-season games, I'm not going to play them because this episode will just take ages to edit, to make, and then when it's uploaded onto the YouTube, it will probably be about a half an hour long if we play the games. So let's just sim this first game and see what happens in the friendly against Real Madrid. We got 1-0 up thanks to a Lukaku goal. I'm just going to skip this now. So somehow Everton beat Real Madrid 2-1. Good result. Let's move on to the next game now. So the second pre-season friendly is away to Mainz. Hopefully we come out with another victory. I know I'm not playing it, but still helps. And we skip it there. As you can see, Jared Delafeu with a goal for Everton and Marley with a goal for Mainz. And the game finishes 1-1. Let's move in to friendly number 3 on pre-season. Pre-season friendly number 3. We are home versus Real Betis. Starting 11, still the same, and that's just going to be the way it is unless we get injuries or sign top quality players. And let's just press the skip button now. And as you can see, the substitute Massey has come on and got himself a goal, and Everton win 1-0 against Real Betis. So 2 wins and a draw in pre-season. I'd consider that very good. Let's move on to the first game of the season against Watford. Just before we get into the first game of the season versus Watford, the calendar for August 2015 says we have 5 games. We're playing Watford on the 8th, then on to Southampton on the 15th, then on to Man City on the 23rd. Only 3 days later, then we move on to Chelsea, and 4 days after that, Tottenham Hotspurs. So it's a very, very hard first month. Let's get in and see can we get at least 3 wins. So at half time, it's Everton 0, Watford 0 in the opening day of the Barclays Premier League. Hopefully the deadlock can be broken in the second half. Let's move on to the second half now. Inside the first 5 minutes of the second half, Lukaku gets on the ball, Sees the keeper rushing off his line and puts it past him. 1-0 Everton. Come on, Lukaku. Watford's Nordin Amrabat has made it 1-1. Nice cross in. Beats John Stones and beats Rulli. Crossbar and in. 1-1. Getting even worse now. Leighton Baines has just given away a penalty. Let's see if they can convert the penalty. Brahimi steps up against Rulli, and Rulli doesn't save it. 2-1 Watford after 72 minutes. So lads, triple substitution. Lukaku, Barkley, Deulofeu off, Lennon, Nissan and Cleverly on. Let's see, can we get something out of this game? Another penalty for Watford. Mark Clattenburg loves giving penalties. Let's see, will Brahimi go the same side? No. Chips it over the crossbar. 2-1 with 4 minutes left. So lads, defeat in my first game as Everton manager at home to Watford. Hopefully in the next game against Southampton the result will go my way. Let's move on to that game now. Before we get into this game against Southampton, Leon Osman. Man United have offered 1.1 million for Osman. I'm going to ask for 3 and see what they say. Let's move on to this Southampton game now. So lads, Man United have just got back and said they don't think Osman is worth 3 million, so they've stopped with their transfer offers. So for now, Osman is still an Everton player. Let's see if we win against Southampton. Because this video is gonna be very long, because it's the first one, I'm just gonna sim this Southampton game and see what happens. Let's skip now. 1-0 win for Southampton. Davis with the goal in the 51st minute. Let's move on to the next game. So lads, after the first 2 defeats in the Premier League, this is going to be the new formation. We're going to play 4-1-3-2. Rulli in there, Coleman, Stones, Funes Mori and Baines across the back. McCarthy holding midfield. Morella's on the left, Deulofeu on the right, Barkley through the middle, and Nesse and Lukaku up top. Let's move on to the next game. So lads, this game is at home to Man City. I'm just going to sim the next 3 games in this month just to get the video and the whole episode across to everybody. But from the next video on, every game will be played in the month, no matter whether it's 2 or whether it's 6. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you just want to leave a like now, that would be great. Can we try to get this video to 3 likes? If 3 likes is smashed, I might do a special series in a couple of days. Let's move on and sim against Chelsea and see what happens. Home again. We're going to press the skip button now, and we got absolutely hammered. 3-1 to Chelsea. So let's move on to the next game of the month. Okay, so there's no games left in this month, just transfer deadline day. And as you can see there, on the 1st of next month, we're going to start off in a cup game against Southampton. If you like this idea for my career mode, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub so you don't miss out on other FIFA content that I produce. Thanks for all the support on other videos. and I'll see you in the next one.